Makes perfect.
Yes.
I didn't know if it would come
Jude, are you learning anything?
Me? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't want you to know.
I didn't give you these other,
Like,
I think I went over those
honestly,
with
I
all of
learned
them
something.
now,
I
but
came here. It was a total
Diana.
waste of my time on a beautiful day.
No,
Okay.
I learned something all the way through.
Okay, good. We're not ready to start again. And what we're going to do this afternoon is we have a little bit different presentation. I think most of us in the room are Toastmasters. So, what we're going to do is we are going to help one of our fellow Toastmasters. This is Catherine Oyla, and she is from Sierra Leone. She has come to Toastmasters and joined in September, and she is interested in competing in the International Speech Contest this year. We are here to help her. She's going to give us a 5 to 7 minute speech, and I do want to make sure that we have a timer going on this one. And I have a phone over here. I'm going to ask, or do you have a timer on your phone, Ron?
Yeah, I sure do.
Because we want to make sure we give you your exact time on this. Timing is important in this contest. And so what we'd like to do, we have special feedback forms for Catherine, and what we'd like you to do is just give her your best feedback for her to propel herself forward as much as she possibly can and win the Cherry Creek Toastmasters Club contest. So that's what we're here to do. And
Which is when?
which is on the 18th of February, which is it's going to be at the Greek Orthodox Temple on Alameda and Gallagher. It's on Alameda and Gallagher. You know that big gold dome? We have a building just to the west of there.
Next to Jewish Community Center.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So right there, there's, well, those Greeks and the Jews get along. So yes, right there, we're going to have it. And I can send out an announcement about that. I probably will, just to, I'm not the VP of PR, but, you know, I help. So let's, without any further hesitation. Oh, I'm sorry. Please have a seat. I'm not ahead of myself. Just before we go ahead with Catherine and have her do her speech for us, I did want to have Tom mention to us what we're doing as professional presenters, and that'll take a couple minutes and then we'll go right into this. So please, Tom, take it away.
We brought product over here to show examples and ideas, and we wanted to explain how we've been creating them. We've been learning from others. Rich exposed me to a company, and it took me about 7 times to keep asking before I finally wrote it down, and now I tell it to everybody else, called Create Space. Create Space is an Amazon product and has an Amazon tool. So any printed item, a book, a manual, a cover you want to do, even CDs and products, on-demand publishing is very easy. So these products that I've got are done there. Don't have to print 5,000, have them sit around. Create it very easily. If you can do a Word program, you can write a book.
How much did that book cost you to print, Tom?
$3.28.
Very good.
I sell 2 for 20. 2 for 20. And I can change it and have it printed out the next time. Well, you can order it direct on Amazon, send it to you. I don't have to touch a thing. They just send me the commission. Or if you want to buy 50 of them, hey, I'll do it for you.
Tom, what's your commission?
Sorry?
What's your commission?
By the time I get it from Amazon, depends on which
I'm
source.
sorry, if Amazon.
They're selling it for 10. They're sending me a check for 6 something. So they don't mark it up much. And there's other ways of, depending on the size of the book, a few options.
That's great. Thank you, Tom.
So that's one source. Another simple source, our simple little flash drives are cheaper to have an ad, a program on. Using our digital voice recorders. Jeff has a larger one over there. I have a simple personal one here we can all use and get easily with a simple microphone. This is good enough quality to generate a product. The MC CD that I have right here is just an interview of Joan asking me questions about being a master of ceremonies. Simple. Most of it was done on this voice recorder. The others was done on a larger mic, and then it's just on a file, an MP3 file. And You can sell the CD. This is nice to have a product. Or I can give you a link to just download the MP3. Or as I did this morning, I dropped it onto 10 USB drives that I already have with my name on it. And you can sell that. So no matter what somebody wants, you can generate it out of your own pocket very simply right here. So I encourage you, Joan CD, similar to she has here. And you can have one or two of them made. You don't have to make 5,000 of them and go, bam, I got some. So go for the simple things. As Darren LaCroix taught many of us, done is better than perfect. So don't wait to make it perfect before you have a product. It does help. Rich, how many books do you have currently between you and your wife? 3. 3. Right? Create Space is one tool, and you're using others currently, right? So don't hesitate. Done is better than perfect. Create a product so when you're around in the room, people have something to take more of you away with. It's easy to do. We're proving it. And have fun with everything you do. People want to hang out with fun people. If you want to be a pain in the ass, go hang out at church. Oh no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I love messing with every time I can.
One of the things that we want to do is encourage you, as you're going out and speaking, to promote yourself, to promote your business. If you have a CD, if you have a book, maybe they don't want to buy Tom's $1,000 coaching program or my $1,500 coaching program, but maybe they have a 20, and they may want to take a piece of me home with them today. And so if we do have a product, we're at least going out, we're getting somewhere, and we're getting our name out. Sometimes it's these products, they're very inexpensive to produce, but what they do is they spread your message a lot farther. And I would encourage you to record. You can record your speeches, record what you're doing, videotape them, and then you have a DVD, you have a CD. It's as simple as that. Okay?
Don't hesitate. There's no reason not to do it.
Yeah. So, and I love what you said about done is better than perfect. So. Okay, thank you for that, Tom.
Before I go, I just want to say one thing that I am looking for in feedback is my speech is about 7.5 minutes to 8 minutes, and I'm looking for where to cut because it's such a big piece. And so if you just hear something, you know what, we can do without this or whatever, that's just, for me, a big part of it that I want to take away today.
Okay.
Clean all that energy up.
Yeah.
Do an introduction. My recommendation for you, because I do a lot of MC stuff, and Rich knows, if you're going to present, get your body up and ready.
Okay.
Don't start from the center of a room, sitting down, and have somebody call you forward.
Okay.
You're going to go present, get up there and have your energy with you.
And what is your speech title in this one?
Do you see me?
Do you see me? Okay. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Catherine Oyella. Do you see me? Do you see me, Catherine Oyella?
Do you see me? Have you ever been unseen? Do you see me? Okay, enough of the rhetorical questions. Of course you see me, I'm the one on stage, right? But this is a question I ask myself every time I enter a room or engage in a conversation with someone. And I'm going to answer that question here for you today. No, you don't. Just as I walked into this room today, and this happened with all of us, we're judged. This could be good, and it could be bad. Perhaps the color of my skin perceives some stereotypes. Maybe I came off too strong or slightly passive to others. Or maybe for the ones of you here that know me, we're like, how does her hair change from long to short every few weeks? And ladies and gentlemen, I will ease your curiosity. It's called hair extensions and weave. But in this next moment right here, I will allow you to see me. I am a war child. Born in Monrovia, Liberia, and raised in the neighboring country of Sierra Leone, I am a refugee of Sierra Leone. Perhaps some of you have seen the movie with Digimon Hansu and Leonardo DiCaprio that came out in 2006 called Blood Diamonds. That is the second civil war that my family and I escaped from in 1996. I was 8, and my older sister Angie was 9 years old. At the beginning of this war, it was a little different because my father was out of the country in Seattle, Washington on a conference, and so it was just my mother, Angie, and I at home. But before they bombed the landlines, my mom had heard over the radio that the UN was there evacuating American citizens. Our hope came rising back because Angie was born in Mississippi Jackson. So that morning, we packed up our little bags, little Minnie and Mickey Mouse bags, and my sister and I went with my mother to the border. As we were about to load onto the ship, a UN official stopped us and told us, for every one American, only one Sierra Leonean can go with them. They preferred my mother since Angie was only 9. And I remember that look my mother gave me as she chose me to go with my sister and for her to stay behind. This will be the last time that we would see the face of our mother. We got on that ship and we said goodbye to everything we have ever known. As we arrived in Seattle, Washington a couple days later, we were so excited because we were about to be reunited with our father. News reporters were there to see us, and our little heads were peeking over crowds, looking for our father. Instead, the host that he was staying with came and took my sister and I aside and told us that that very morning, our father had left to go back and get us. Just a few hours we were missing him. We would now not hear from our parents from days to weeks to months. But as fate had us in his good hands, we were reunited 4 months later in Seattle, Washington. Now, coming from the sunny shores of Sierra Leone beaches to Seattle, Washington, to the fog and the rain, it really wasn't a place for us West Africans to settle. So we decided to take our family to Orlando, Florida. We then embraced the typical American dream. We even became American citizens. And when that time came for the option for Angie and I to choose whether we were going to go to college, it wasn't an option, but rather an opportunity for us to thank our parents for the sacrifices that they had made. However, I forgot that sacrifice meant I actually had to pass my classes and not fail them 3 times and make my parents pay out-of-state tuition. I think they even thought to themselves, wow, if Kathy could probably pass some of her classes, college would pay off for her. College was extremely hard for me, but I persevered. My senior year of college at the University of Central Florida, my business professor asked me to be the keynote speaker at the President's Donor Award. I remember in class that day when she pointed, I want to see you after class. I kept looking around thinking she was pointing at someone else, and when I realized she was pointing at me, I gave her the face of, me? The girl who doesn't control her mouth, you want me to talk? Please don't put your job in the line for me. But that day after class, we went into her office and we sat down, and the first thing she told me was, I see who you are. Your grades might not see who you are because there's C's and D's, but I see who you are. And who you are, Catherine, is the person I want to give this keynote speech. Wow. Someone has seen me. I gave that speech that year, raising millions of dollars for our college. I graduated that May in 2006, and I was proposed to a week before graduation. So after we got married, my husband took me, my attitude, and my self-opinionated self, and we moved to Denver, Colorado, and settled there. As we lived here, I tried a couple different jobs, but I never felt fulfilled. I kept thinking of that feeling that I had when I was on stage and I gave that speech. The power to capture an audience with just one word. That was something I loved, to be able to connect with someone. So we moved to San Francisco for 6 months with my husband's job, and we came back to Denver. And I decided instead of joining the AA group, I would join a group that's similar, and it's called Toastmasters. I remember the second time I visited Ed Tate, the world champion in 2000, I I said, "Hi, Mr. Tate, very nice meeting you. I've watched all your videos." And he asked me, "What is your purpose of being here, Catherine?" I said, "I want to become the next world champion." Then my voice started to shake, and my hands started to shake. Did I really just tell him that out loud? What was I thinking? But when he looked at me, it wasn't a look of disgust. He said he saw something in me that could make that possible. I gave my first icebreaker speech, and at the end, this guy, Alan Swartz, came up to me, gave me his business card, and he said, "I see who you are. And who you are is the person that I want to come speak at the Denver Women's Prison." Wow. I was seen in Denver, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, taking the time to see someone is the most priceless, valuable thing we can give to the world and to others. But we hold on to it like it's the most jealous, expensive thing that we own. But look around this room. Who are you going to give the opportunity to see you? Look around your families and your community. Who are you going to give the opportunity to see who you are? Look around this world. Who are you going to give the opportunity to see who you are? So I want to ask you again. Have you seen me now? Have you made a choice to see others for who they really are? And are you going to make a choice for others to see you? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Very beautiful.